It was a muddy afternoon in Ida town after a heavy rain. The roadside was messy, with puddles everywhere. An old man named Pa Michael sat quietly on a wooden bench near the roadside. His clothes were old, and his slippers were worn out, but he looked peaceful. He had just finished sweeping in front of a small shop and was resting before going home. Suddenly, a black Range Rover came speeding through the narrow road. Without slowing down, the car ran right through a large puddle. A heavy wave of muddy water flew up and soaked Pa Michael from head to toe. The old man gasped and tried to wipe his face with his hand, but the damage was already done. His shirt, trousers, and even his slippers were now dripping with brown water. People nearby stopped and stared in shock. "Hey, look what you did!" one woman shouted at the car. The car didn't stop. It rolled forward slowly, then finally came to a halt just a few steps ahead. The tinted window rolled down, and a proud female voice came from the car. "You shouldn't be sitting so close to the road, old man. This is not your village." Then the window rolled up again, and the car sped off. The crowd went silent for a moment. "Did she just say that?" one man asked, his mouth open. "Wicked woman!" another woman shouted. "Can't she even say sorry?" "This is too much," someone added. "Pa, Michael is always quiet and kind. Why treat him like this?" But the old man raised one hand and spoke softly. "It's okay. Leave her. Let God judge." Meanwhile, the woman in the black Range Rover, Ifeinwa, arrived at a luxury shopping mall. As she walked into the building, her phone buzzed. She took a selfie and posted it online with the caption, "Only the strong walk over the weak, boss queen." Within minutes, the comments rolled in. "Slay, Queen of Queens. Teach them." She smiled proudly to her. What she did was nothing. She believed that poor people had no value, no voice, and no reason to be in her way. She had built her life with pride, stepping on anyone she thought was beneath her. Carmichael arrived home that evening, tired, but still calm. He opened the door and walked into the large living room of their beautiful mansion. Though he dressed simply and often visited poor neighborhoods, his son Emeka was a wealthy man. Their house had everything: fine furniture, soft rugs, and expensive artwork on the wall, but none of it meant much to the old man. Emeka was sitting on the couch, reading something on his tablet, when he noticed his father walk in. "Papa, what happened to your shirt?" he asked. "It looks like you had another bad day." Carmichael sat down gently and shook his head. "Emeka, I saw the most rude woman today." Emeka sighed. "Papa, again, I don't know why you keep going out there. Why can't you stop this? You don't need to sit on the roadside or talk to random people. You live in a mansion, now you have everything you need." Carmichael looked at his son with calm eyes. "I will never stop, Emeka. Not until I find a good woman for you." Emeka dropped the tablet. "Papa, again with this?" "Yes," Carmichael said firmly. "You're 36 years old already. You need a wife. You need someone who will build with you, not just enjoy what you have." Emeka rubbed his forehead and sighed. "Papa, I have a girlfriend." The old man turned quickly. "You do?" "Yes, I've been seeing someone." "Then why didn't you tell me before now?" "I didn't want to rush things," Emeka replied. "But now that you're bringing it up again, I'll tell you." Carmichael leaned forward. "So who is she? Where is she from? What does she do?" Emeka smiled lightly. "You will meet her soon, don't worry. She's very beautiful." The old man raised an eyebrow. "Beauty is not everything, my son." "I know, Papa, but there's a problem." "What problem?" Emeka hesitated for a moment before speaking. "She's rude, Papa." "Very rude." "Pa, Michael, leaned back slowly. She talks down to people, Emeka continued. She's proud. She thinks everyone is below her. And the worst part? She spends money anyhow. I give her money, and she buys things she doesn't need. Expensive clothes, shoes, that's all, just to show off. Pamaiko shook his head in silence. So why are you still with her? Emeka looked away. I don't know. Maybe because she's beautiful. Maybe because I thought I could change her. She's smart too, and sometimes, when she's calm, she's sweet. But when she gets angry or feels insulted, she becomes someone else. His father was quiet for a while. Then he asked, does she respect you? Sometimes. Does she respect herself? Emeka didn't answer. Pa Michael sighed deeply. Emeka, listen to me. I've been watching women all my life. I know how they behave, even from how they walk and talk. You need a woman who will bring peace into your home, not noise. A woman who will help you grow, not waste what you have worked for. I know, Papa. I know you're right. Then bring her home. Let me see her with my own eyes. I want to talk to her. I want to look into her eyes. If I see humility, I will bless the union. If I see pride, I will tell you the truth, even if it hurts. Emeka nodded slowly. Okay, Papa, I'll talk to her. Maybe she can come over this weekend. Good, the old man said. But don't tell her anything special. Let her come as she is. I want to meet her real self, not the one she puts on in public. Emeka chuckled. You want to surprise her? No, Pa Michael said calmly. I want her to surprise herself. As Emeka stood to get a glass of water, his father watched him with quiet concern. He was proud of his son. Emeka was smart, successful, and kind. But love could make even the wisest man blind. Another hot afternoon, Pa Michael sat quietly outside a big supermarket, wearing his simple clothes, a plastic bowl in front of him. Some people dropped small change, others didn't even look at him. He didn't beg, he just sat. Then the sound came. A black Range Rover stopped sharply at the front. Ifeinwa stepped out, eyes hidden behind dark glasses, loud music playing in her car. She saw Pa Michael, hissed, and walked closer. You again, she snapped. You, this old, dirty, smelling man. Why do you keep disgracing your generation like this? She didn't wait for a reply. Do you enjoy sitting here like a goat? Poor people like you have no shame. Pa Michael didn't say a word. Look at your clothes. Look at your face. Useless man. Maybe you were cursed. Still silent. You're the reason Nigeria is backward. You sit here waiting for help instead of dying quietly. She spat near his feet. You make me sick. Just then, a young woman with two grocery bags stepped out of the supermarket. She paused, watched, then dropped her bags. Enough, she said. Ifeinwa turned. Who are you? Someone who still has sense, Ada replied. Ifeinwa laughed. Another poor rat, trying to feel important. You're insulting an old man for no reason, Ada said sharply. What did he do to you? He exists, Ifeinwa barked. That's what he did. Poor, dirty men like him shouldn't be outside. Ada stepped forward. He's old enough to be your father. So, Ifeinwa shouted. Is he my father? Look at him. Probably your father. You both look poor. Ada's eyes narrowed. Yes, maybe he is. But at least he's not empty like you. Ifeinwa laughed again. Do you know who I am? Do you know who my boyfriend is? I can get you arrested in 2 minutes. Ada didn't blink. Arrest me for telling you to respect an old man? I'm rich. I can do anything, he finally yelled. No, you're loud. Not rich in character, Ada fired back. You're jealous of me. I'm clean. I'm classy. Ada scoffed. You're just noisy with lipstick. Nothing more. Ifeanyiwa's face changed. She stepped forward. You dare talk to me like that? Yes, because nobody ever taught you how to behave. You will regret this. No, you will, Ada said calmly. One day, this same man you insulted will be the one you'll need to bow to. Ifeanyiwa's hands shook. Ada pointed. Take your proud legs and leave. Ifeanyiwa stared, lips tight, face red. Then she turned, stormed into her car, slammed the door, and sped off. Ada then turned to Carmichael. Sorry, sir. He looked at her gently. Thank you, my daughter. She smiled. I couldn't let her talk to you like that. He nodded slowly. These days, not many people speak up like you did. Ada looked around, then walked closer. Papa, what's your name? Michael, he said simply. People just call me Pa Michael. She sat beside him. I'm Ada. He smiled. Nice name. She looked into his eyes. Papa, where do you stay? He hesitated, then said quietly, I sleep in an empty store at the edge of town. The owner allows me to stay there. It's not much, but it keeps the rain away. Ada's face dropped. Oh, Papa, I'm really sorry. He shook his head gently. Don't be. Life has its seasons. I may be poor, but I still have my peace. You seem too wise to be out here, Papa. He gave a weak smile. Life teaches you wisdom when you have nothing. She looked at him for a while, then said, Papa, I studied agriculture. I'm a graduate. It's been 1 year now. No job. My parents are poor farmers in the village. He nodded slowly. You're trying. I was thinking, she continued, instead of just sitting here, maybe I can help you start a small farm, even behind the store. We can plant simple things pepper, tomatoes, vegetables. It will give you food, and we can sell the rest. Pa Michael looked at her, surprised. You want to help me farm? Yes, Papa, she said. I have nothing else for now, but I have strength. I can work. It's better than waiting. You'll eat fresh food, and you can stop begging for coins. He sat still, thinking deeply. You're too kind, he said quietly. She shook her head. No, Papa, I just believe good people deserve help too. He looked up at her. You hardly know me. She smiled. I know enough. You didn't say a word when that woman insulted you. That silence told me everything. Pa Michael smiled slowly. You're different. I try, she said. He nodded. I will think about it, Ada. Think fast, she said playfully. We can start with a small basket of okra. Even that can change something. They both laughed softly. Ada stood, picked up her bags, and waved. Okay, Papa. See you tomorrow. He nodded. I'll be here. Good, she said. Don't go missing. She walked off, smiling. Pa Michael sat back, watching her go. Something stirred in his chestnut sadness, not shame, hope. He looked up at the sky and whispered, Lord, could she be the one? Pa Michael walked into the house with a wide smile on his face.
The heavy wooden door closed behind him, and he removed his sandals quietly. The mansion was peaceful and cool. He looked around and saw his son sitting quietly in the living room. He cleared his throat. Emeka. Yes, Papa? I met someone today. Emeka looked up. Who? Pa Michael walked over and sat down. Emeka, today I met the most beautiful and respectful, well mannered woman I've ever seen in my life. Emeka raised his eyebrows. Really? Yes. And I'm not talking about makeup or hair or fancy shoes. I'm talking about a heart, a clean heart, a woman with sense, dignity, and courage. Emeka sat back. Okay, what happened? I was outside the supermarket. That same proud woman came again, the one who always insults me like I'm nothing. She opened her mouth today and poured all kinds of shameful words on me. Emeka clenched his fist lightly. Again? Yes, but this time, Carmichael said, smiling, something different happened. A young woman saw what was happening, and before I could even say a word, she stood up for me. She did? Yes, Emeka. She insulted that proud girl without fear. She didn't shout like a mad person. No, her words were clean but strong. She spoke with fire and wisdom. That rude girl had no choice but to walk away in shame. Emeka was silent. After that, Pa Michael continued. She came to sit with me. She didn't rush. She didn't act proud. She just sat down and asked if I was okay, like I was someone who mattered. What's her name? Emeka asked. Ada. Ada. Yes. I told her I was just a poor man with no home. She didn't laugh. She didn't judge. Do you know what she said? Emeka waited. She said, Papa, I can help you. Emeka looked surprised. She's a graduate. She studied agriculture. No job yet. Her parents are farmers too. But instead of complaining, she told me we can start a small farm together. She offered to help me find peace through hard work again. Emeka, you're not serious, Emeka said softly. I am very serious, Pa Michael replied. You know I've always wanted to go back to farming. You told me to stop. You said I was old. But Emeka, that's where I find joy. That's where I feel alive. Emeka sighed. Papa, we've talked about this. You don't need to farm anymore. You should rest. Enjoy your old age. But rest without purpose is just waiting to die, Pa Michael said. Farming is not just about food to me. It's about peace, patience, and strength. My body may be old, but my spirit is still strong. Emeka looked down, not speaking. Pa Michael leaned forward. This girl, Ada, reminded me of the man I used to be. She brought light into my heart today. And more than that, she gave me hope again. Emeka rubbed his palm slowly across his chin. I'm telling you this, Emeka, Pamichael added, not because I need permission, but because I've seen something special.